What's on your mind?
Hey there, this is Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics. I'm here with Mr. Shadow Punk down here, Mr. Will from Creators Outlet over there. Diagonal for me is Belmont Press. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. On this Monday afternoon. So, anything interesting happening tomorrow? Anybody? Anybody know?
I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything? Oh, okay.
No.
All right. All right.
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, Taco Tuesday. Right. That's the thing. That's
Tomorrow's
the
the 20th episode of Cannabis and Conspiracies.
That is true. Yes.
That's just a theory.
You have a conspiracy show on voting day? That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. We should make it like the voting special. Talk about voting conspiracies.
Oh God, yeah, that's what we should do.
Not that they cheat or anything. They're not cheating. The voting isn't rigged.
Oh no! When the president of the United States comes out and says, "You all need to be patient because it might take days before we get all these votes counted," and it's like, "Oh, really? Yeah. That's not suspicious at all."
Of course, when you get 81 million votes, you won't be able to fill up a school gymnasium.
Right.
That's hard.
Right.
Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
difficult.
Yeah. While the other guys filling out stadiums, you know.
Yeah.
There's other news.
Those guys forget to vote, you know.
If you guys haven't heard, there's other news that isn't so good. That artist Kevin O'Neill passed away.
Kevin
Really?
O'Neill.
Martial Law is the first one that comes to mind.
Oh, yeah. I remember Martial Law.
Okay.
I loved that book when I was a kid.
Cool stuff, man. I mean, he was like so unique.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he did a lot of other stuff too. I think he was like a DC artist, right?
Okay.
I think he kind of did like more mainstream stuff, but Martial Law to me is like his magnum opus. It is like so bizarre.
You might get your wish, Dave. You might get your wish, man.
I think I actually, I mean, you never know what's going to happen with these kind of things.
Yeah.
But personally, I think that they're setting us up again.
I think so. I
think if you see Kari Lake lose, you will know that it's rigged.
Oh yeah. I mean that woman's not even campaigning. She's not even campaigning. I mean,
she's not debating. That's for sure.
She's dead. No, she's not even bothering to debate.
And what's his name? The other guy's an invalid at this point. Fetterman.
Fetterman. Yeah, Fetterman. Yeah, I mean, when you're making appearances with Biden and he's more coherent.
Right.
Just saying. You know?
Well, I think there's a lot of people in our country that still believe the elections are not rigged. And I think that there's still...
But the very same people that believe that are the very same people that think 2016 was.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so I'm like, okay, why was that rigged and that one wasn't rigged? Okay, and they can't. They don't have an answer for you. They don't have an answer for you.
I also know Republicans who are like, you call them kind of mainstream center Republican people. They don't believe that it was rigged either. The 2020 was rigged.
Rhinos. You know, rhinos?
Well, yeah, but I mean...
yeah, those rhinos, a.k.a. Democrats.
Yeah.
These are people in office, though. These are like your regular conservative Republicans who will say, you go to church and, you know, and you're like, what are you doing, dude? What's your problem? I mean, are you like tapped into something, like some kind of weird matrix?
I don't know. I really don't. Like Bill Kristol is one of those that you know. I mean, Trump broke him. He completely broke him. But he was like this, conservative commentator. He's on all these shows, and now he's like pushing Democrats. putting his weight behind Democrats right now because he doesn't like the fact that some of these candidates are America first, you know. But
Well, I mean, but you think he broke him? That's why he's doing that?
oh yeah, man, he's yeah. I mean,
Well, I would give you a different point of view.
he revealed him. He revealed him. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
He's always been that way, just like his father. His father was a neocon, and his father was
right. Yeah.
Supposedly, he was a communist when he was younger, and then he switched.
Oh, yeah. The switching that does happen a lot.
Yeah,
it does happen a lot. Yeah.
At some level, you just go, there's a scam going on here that normal people don't want to get involved in.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when Liz Cheney had her father promoting her, and it's like, and I'm like, you do understand that for most people, this guy's Satan, right? You do know that, right?
Totally.
I understand that's not all her father did.
Granted.
That's just a rumor.
Rumor, all rumors. So, anyway,
there's a thing where you don't want to believe rumors and hearsay, but at some point in life, you have to give credence to things, and you have to go, you know what? Yeah, all can't be bullshit, especially when you see the strings yourself being pulled with your own eyes in other areas.
I mean, when you consider that there has been about some of the largest demonstrations and pro-freedom demonstrations that ever on the planet the last few weeks or so. Some of them, I think the one in France, they were chanting "Liberté," you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
notice you don't see any of those on any.
None of them are on the national news. None of them.
Right.
I wonder why. Strange.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange. You think that would when 70,000 people show up like at one time to a demonstration, you think I'd make a dent in nightly news, you know. But not happening.
I saw an interview with Eric Clapton, and it was after he got damaged from the vax, and his eyes are open at this point.
Okay.
Because he said he was talking to an interviewer, and his wife is from Missouri. I guess. And so he said, well, when they were first trying to figure out what to do and where to go, because England is insane, he said, well, actually, we're going to France because we know now that those people are not budging at all.
Right.
They're stuck there and they're not going to move ever. And I think that his concern was that Americans would be under heavy manipulation, which they are. And I guess so. I mean, I've never heard anybody say that about the French until he said it. And I've seen the yellow jackets and stuff, yellow vests and everything. But
when you see the amount of people who, would have gotten vaxxed, like people that are in the arts, that were the arts are primarily set in states where vaccine is mandatory, and you see a lot of like pro athletes and people like that just coming down with Bell's palsy, Justin Bieber has Bell's palsy. Really? What, 32-year-old but Justin Bieber has Bell's palsy?
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Well, yeah. It's like
it just happens. It just happens. Right. I mean,
just spontaneously.
The problem is convincing the normal person where that came from. And you're like, how much does it take for you for this to sink in? Like some people, their kids get it.
The sudden adult death syndrome is hilarious. And it's just like a catch-all. It's like, oh, it's sudden adult death syndrome. Yeah, but if there's a commonality between the adults that are dropping dead, if there's a commonality, something they did to themselves, approximately around the same time, maybe
they would never do that.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
The quote. They're all conspiracies, right? No. It's a conspiracy.
A conspiracy, right?
To quote the question,
Considering that nobody, considering that they badmouthed the Johnson and Johnson until it got taken off the market, and the Johnson and Johnson vaccine was the only vaccine that was based on the actual a diminished version, neutered version of the virus itself, which was like most vaccines are made, right? The only one that didn't do the RNA dump was the Johnson and Johnson. But suddenly they're like, oh, people are getting blood clots and it's killing them. People are dropping dead from the Johnson and Johnson shot. Take it off the market. Take it off the market. Certain states just completely banned it, right? Well, my housemate got the Johnson and Johnson one shot, no boosters, just one shot. Has never had COVID. I've had it 3 times, and he's never had it.
Well, there's a flaw in your thinking. Can I point it out?
Oh, please, pray tell. What's the flaw?
So multiple people have gone in the United States, Canada, and Spain. At least that's the least I know of. They've gone to court and they said, show us what that coronavirus is under we want evidence what that is.
Right.
Can you show us, please?
Yeah.
And nobody's ever produced it.
Nobody's ever produced the actual coronavirus?
Correct. So if you can't produce it, how can you create a vaccine for it? The thing is, if it's so real, intelligent people would like to see it.
Yeah, but intelligent people, virologists would probably be very interested to find that where these strains originated from, and they can trace these all the way back. Okay.
Probably.
Actually, they've, I believe, I saw one website that traced it back to strains of the Spanish flu that only occurred in the United States. So, okay. So
we would never hurt our own people, Bunny.
Never.
So, how in the world did they wind up in a clinic in China? So, what individual in America who has been in, involved in that particular branch since the Clinton administration, that has ties to the lab in Wuhan? Bless you, Will. Bless you. Well, you got to get that checked.
More importantly, after getting through 2 years of this garbage, why on earth would some numbnuts in Boston decide to make a super strain of the coronavirus that has an 80% kill rate?
Really? This is happening? Really? Seriously?
This is like a month ago.
Yes. Yep. It's just fun, It's just an experiment, just having some fun.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Science is fun.
It was me. I started COVID. Sorry about that. Common mistake.
The icon does proof. It started in her chest right there.
He let Mr. Good Stuff out of his box.
There you go. Right. Anyway, so by the way, tomorrow, Cannabis and Conspiracies is happening, our 20th show. Okay, don't touch that handle.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, it's been proven right before everything went dark. Okay, right before around the first days when Russia had first invaded into Ukraine, that there happened to be labs in the Ukraine that they were very concerned about.
Not anymore.
That is suddenly what labs? What labs? What labs are you talking about? It is what it is. Anyway, welcome in, Tank, Mr. Sagacious Scallywags. What's up, dude? Ahoy. Yeah.
Tank and all his big words.
Yeah, I think Tank might have imbibed occasionally, listen to maybe want a sea shanty or two, maybe. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Possible. It's possible.
Anyway, so that seems to be the I was going to talk a little bit about some of the reactions I've been seeing to Luke's announcement today.
What's that?
Luke announced today that he is going to go forward, even though he had a failed launch last week. He is going to go forward with the fundmycomic.com.
Cool.
And he's going to there's going to be several phases, but phase 1, he's going to announce the features of it in a couple weeks, I think. But there's a individual that I think Dave, what was his name? Ray Havelock, who did Tug's web work. An Australian gentleman just happened by while Luke was launching that last week. And the people who what happened with that was when you look at the autopsy, the people who set up his shopping cart, okay, they said that they could host his shopping cart. Well, when he asked for another feature on that, and they said they could do it, but when they added it, the rest of the code went wonky. Okay, and then when he went back and said, okay, you need to fix this because you need to guarantee your work, they're like, oh, sure, we'll fix it for $100 an hour for 6 hours work. And oh, by the way, we'll definitely fix it if you go to our $300 a month package. So it's like, that's called a bait and switch, gentlemen. Anyway,
yeah. Does that gravy train ever end for them?
See, back in the day, somebody might have sent me and Belmont over to their house to have a chat with them.
Crack a few knuckles, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Well, at least that's a more honest world, right?
Right. Well, interestingly enough, the other night, Mandy launched hers, and she had problems with the exact same thing. So I'm wondering if she used the same tech.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Oh, she didn't do it on Indiegogo?
No. Indiegogo shadow banned her on Gymshark, so she decided not to use them this time around.
I did see a meme about that.
Oh,
that said, not shadow banned, just unpopular.
Just unpopular, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not shadow banned. People just they don't like my stuff. Anyway.
Don't be sad, Shadow Punk. We still like you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's real.
Oh
that's
my
brutal.
god.
That's brutal. Ouch, ouch.
Crush forever.
Seriously. Bless his heart. Anyway, so he's kind of like he kind of like made that announcement, then put a poll up, and I saw a lot of maybes, oh, hold on. Speaking of which, Pixel Trader is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
What's up? You were involved in that autopsy. Can you tell us specifically what went wrong with that? The launch last week.
I'm sorry. Which one?
The Fund My Comic, the launch.
Oh, what happened with that?
Yeah,
I don't know the specifics on it because I really wasn't actually involved. I was just kind of dealing with some of the stuff on the side. But from what I understand, it was that there was code that was introduced into the site to allow for the selection of multiple perks. Yeah. And when that happened, it broke stuff like sales tax, shipping, some other core features that was in the shopping cart prior to that. And then they turned around and said, "Oh, sorry, but you have to pay us now to fix that issue." And then it was like, okay, just roll it back. Okay, well, you have to pay us to roll it back. And he's like, wait a minute, you guys broke my site, and now you want to charge me to fix what you broke, and this doesn't make any sense. And they got a little snarky online too, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, the guy he's got building the code was recommended him by Ray Havelock as evidently Cracker Jack. So once he's ready to roll this out again, which will be in December, I think, right before Christmas, he said it's going to be ironclad. It's going to be just ready to go. So. I think Todd Redshift Comics is helping him out, and Todd's a genius coder. I think occasionally maybe Pixel will, throw in his 2 cents when he gets a chance. Yeah,
I will when I can.
When he can. And Pixel is pretty decent coder himself.
A little bit.
A little bit. Does occasionally.
I won't toot my own horn here.
By the way, anybody that wonders where that shadow ban, code came from, that would be this gentleman right here too. Anyway, the one that's being claimed by other people.
Well, I don't know if it was being claimed. It was definitely being attributed to being
attributed
found by somebody else. But,
attributed, yeah. Okay, there you go.
It's all good. It's all good. I mean, ultimately, the message was to get it out there to people. Like, hey, take a look at your campaign, see what happens here. If this thing is not showing up, then there's probably some issues. And unfortunately, it looks like there were some issues. And now they've pulled the code off their site completely, so nobody can see it, and they're still blocking everybody, and you can't get into the search engine. So, yeah.
Because Shane Davis was like, sent them a bunch of screen gaps. And said, "Oh, look what you're doing. You're saying you're not shadow banning, but look here." And it's like, dude,
Yep.
Oh well, whatever.
If this
he's a great artist. Anyway,
just unpopular.
If this alternate platform takes off and it actually functions at one point, do you think that Indiegogo will shit their pants and do something about it?
No, they don't care. It's a small part of what they offer. All kinds of other products.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Indiegogo. This is part of a purge that they're doing, because it's quite obvious that they're trying to push one part of product off of their sites and make room for other products. I guess they're trying to probably go to almost pure tech. Crowdfunding, but which means the arts are, kind of like a diminished, diminished. Arts is pretty much what you have to. If you do a trust and safety committee, you're basically going after the artistic in output. There's no other thing that needs a trust and safety committee.
Well, can I bring up the elephant in the room, which is where the hell did you get that filter, Pixel? That's so cool.
It's called Cam Twist. It's a virtual camera that manipulates the screen and stuff, and then it's just a bunch of stacked filters.
So you run it while you're running your browser?
Yeah, so it creates a virtual camera that reads the camera and manipulates it, and feeds it into the browser.
Yeah.
So what's it called?
Cam Twist. It's from Mac only. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
As far as I know.
Mac.
It's all over. Forget the dream is done.
Yeah.
There you go.
For I thought Shadowpunk was calling me an elephant again.
Yeah. That's a little rude. It's a little rude.
Yeah. I just.
My God.
No. Anyway. Anyway, so that's coming on. And I think one thing that Luke is talking about now, he's trying to figure out how does he allow for people to be on his platform and kind of like not have a bunch of grifters on there, running off of people's money. So
that's always going to be the challenge. It's
that's his because he's an honest man. He doesn't want his reputation sullied.
Exactly.
So
there's also a certain amount of responsibility that comes to making it work correctly. So if person A launches, then all of a sudden Luke isn't doing his comic books. He's managing this platform.
Right.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hail, Mrs. Good Stuff. Hail, Mrs. Good Stuff. Oh, hail, Mrs. Good Stuff. Okay. Well, anyway, I thought you said Hail. Anyway, hail nerds, hail Neff, and oh my ears. So, yeah.
I saw Dave. That's Dave, right? Dave Brink.
Dave Brink. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw his book. He was on Elliot Rodriguez's show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I thought his book looked really cool. And the artwork was what sold me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to get that to look at it just to see how cool it is.
America Bliss.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's probably got between America Bliss and Perfect 10, he's probably got the two best female protagonists in all of CG.
Really?
It's just they have personality. They have the character design is there, and I really think they're probably the two strongest protagonists we've got in CG. Because a lot of them, I guess Heather from Cyberpunk or Cyberfrog is pretty good. She's pretty iconic. But when you talk about talking about iconic, female characters, I guess Jim Shock's iconic because of her look. But time
will tell. That's really the factor.
Yeah, that's. But I mean, when you just you talk about like the character design and kind of like distinctiveness, like Perfect 10 has that little bob haircut. Everybody says flowing hair, and she's got that little bob haircut, with the curls.
Right.
Which somebody who really is worried about going combat with other people would probably have a haircut like that, And
looking good all the time.
There you go.
Speaking of Bliss, that's Eric Hodson on lines.
Oh, right. Eric Hodson, yeah. And he's going to be on High Stream Thursday night, right? Right, Belmont?
Yep.
With Mike Barron. Mike Barron's coming on High Stream with
Mike Barron, so he's going to stop by for a little bit in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, just a little bit though, a little bit.
And Eric will be the artist on Little Mermaid too.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Eric Hodson's going to be on Mermaid. Right. Anyway, Little Mermaid. That's an interesting one. I think she's going to be pretty iconic. Anyway, his books are great. I have them all. Perfect 10 is excellent, but don't sleep on Dream Girl, Power Trip, or Earthling. You're right. Baron has a bedtime. Yeah, he does.
That's true.
I have the supplemental book that Dave Brink put out for introducing his universe, and all of those look really interesting. Dream Girl, she's pretty much I think she's like something to do with like actual moving in dreams, the dream like the dream world or whatever. So that's pretty cool name for a female protagonist,
It is.
But what I've seen of it looks really good. Dave's got something going on over there at Genuine Comics. He really does. Him and I'd say Luke Stone. Luke Stone definitely has something going on with hybrids. But when you talk about just solid. Hold on 1 second. The book is called Sleeper Agent. All right. Yes. Right. Exactly. Interestingly enough, the only other superhero I can think of that has dream power was Franklin Richards early on when he was in Power Pack. He had like a dream power. Yeah.
No, there was actually a dream girl in the Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah,
oh.
was her name Dream Girl?
Yeah, and that her nickname was just Dreamy.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
she was pretty dreamy. They used to draw them hot back in the 70s.
Yeah, they drew a lot of them hot.
I mean,
Ah.
I'm afraid to ask about Legion of Superheroes today. It's got to be a total woke fest.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it's woke garbage.
Scalpel, grab my butt, but why? Just do it. Okay.
What?
It's the original Comics Gate crossover. Skunk Girl, Scalpel Zero. That's right.
Score!
Oh, there you go.
The Max was technically a dream based.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about this.
right?
Yeah, I forgot about the Sleepwalker had some sleep dream power. So did Shadow Man from Valiant. Right.
Yep.
Right. I think Shadow Man was like the realm of death in life, right? I didn't know he did the sleep.
Yeah,
How
had a
about
lot
that,
to do with
Belmont?
voodoo and stuff.
That you kind of like have an expert on Valiant. What was Shadow Man's powers?
He was
Belmont.
he was hard to see at night.
Hard to see at night.
Oh my god.
That might have been because he was a black man, but anyway.
Yeah, and he lived in I think he
Oh,
lived in the
bitch.
bayou or something in Louisiana, and he was something to do with like witchcraft and
Voodoo witchcraft, right?
voodoo, yeah, and
Yeah.
then later on they kind of cucked him in the new version of Shadow Man when they rebooted,
Right.
when they went bankrupt and someone else bought him out.
Right. Yeah,
And,
that's when
but-
they went woke and hired Antas. Anyway, which is always a good move. Always a good move. Oof, Belmont. Hiring her is always a positive sign for your company. It really does. Hey, let's okay, we're heading down. Okay, let's put a foot on the accelerator. Yeah.
Right.
Let's make sure when we hit, it's going to be a big crater. You know.
Let's hit the brick wall.
There you go.
You know, a lot of those people, they have a way of like blackmailing these companies into getting jobs. Right.
Oh, she's definitely one of those. She's definitely
You
one
think
of
so?
those. Yeah, she came from the Nita Sarkeesian school.
Right.
If anybody knows who that is,
Sadly, I do.
sadly, Anita
Luckily, I don't.
as Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn are the two queens that created Gamergate, basically. So
The Cancel Queens.
the cancel queens, yeah.
That Marxist infiltration like works every time.
Right.
And I think people don't know how to deal with it.
Hojo is well aware of Sarkeesian, yeah. A recent thing that she consulted on was The Last of Us 2.
Of course you did.
Yeah. in case you're wondering. Oh, by the way, they're putting out a series of The Last of Us.
Look, that's just false advertising. Because if it was The Last of Us, there would have only been one.
That's it. There you go.
Just
Anyway. Okay. So, I always thought that was really interesting. Hey, we've got this protagonist that everybody hung out with, everybody liked, was the whole entire impetus for the first book, or for the first game that everybody liked and bought. I know. Let's take him into a back room and beat him to death with a 9-iron.
And then have his murderer praised as the new hero.
Exactly. And they're like, why are people like up in arms about this? Oh,
They must be
What's wrong with people?
Istaphobes.
that must be it's the fun.
There you go, making up new words and definitions.
There you go. Right. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would object to that. Why would anybody object to that, right? I know, by the way, the main game developer had a self-insert who screwed one of the characters. So what would that be a problem? I mean, what would that be in poor taste?
I mean, not even that, but let's just say, do you know who you're dealing with? Because down the road, they can take you to court and say he sexually harassed me, and that was proof that what he really wanted to do.
Now I didn't play the game, but I believe the person that this self-insert screwed was underage at the time, right?
Wow, that's even worse.
Oh man, he Tracy Lorded somebody.
He Tracy Lorded somebody, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Eric Larson for a second there.
No. The Last of Us guy, the head of Mad Dog Studios, I think, put out Last of Us.
Is there like a Eric Larson thing that happened or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
He basically had
that's
CP
right.
in his comic.
Say it
Right.
again?
Oh yeah. No, he's
In the
sicko.
background in one of his panels, he
Mhm.
put like a bully getting raped by somebody, some bully kid getting raped or something in the background, like hidden in the back, but if you zoom in on it, you can see it clear as day.
Ah.
And this is somebody that bullied him or something? Is that what it was?
I don't think he's ever said anything about it or talked about it. People discovered it, but he won't talk about it.
Right. I
Oh,
got you.
really? Wow.
Yeah, look it up online. They have the pictures up, the panels.
I think I'll like pass on that, putting that on my show. So on your own time, look it up on your own time. Oh man.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's
whatever hole it was.
I'm usually good for rabbit holes, but I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Oh man, that's 6 a.m. right? Yeah. That's he's showing his Mermaid stuff. Anyway, so what's on you guys? What's on your guys' mind? Anybody got a topic you want to throw out there? I'm kind of dominating everything.
How about what anybody picked up this past month for Indie Comics?
Oh, okay. Well, I got the Luke Stone reissue of his first graphic novel. I just haven't gone through it yet to see what the changes are, but he did a reissue, remastering. Actually had an editor this time go through it with him. Piper, I think, went through it.
Mhm.
So I got a few other ones. Nothing really memorable because I can't recall at the moment. I did get my Inglorious Rex. That's right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think he's going to come out with a toy line on that. I get the feeling he's setting up for a toy line.
I picked up the Voluntarist.
The
Voluntarist from Jack Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. He's actually doing a remastered version. He's getting the crowdfunder together, but he sells the comic on his website for 99 cents.
Oh, okay.
Which is just about what I can afford.
Mm-hmm.
And it started out rough. Right? But each issue gets better. So I'm actually really looking forward to his campaign for a remastered version of this first 6 issues.
Yeah, right.
But hey, for $1, when you can buy all 5 issues that are currently out, issue 6 is coming out soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can buy 6 issues for $6, there's really no arguing with that. You know.
True.
I'm excited for issue number 6 to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting them out in short order. So
doesn't it cost more than $1 to produce a comic?
A little bit more.
Just right.
I mean, he's got some secret sauce or something.
No, it's digital.
It's digital, right?
It's
right,
digital
right.
from his website. So that's already expenses that he's incurred. So honestly, it's just extra money.
Right.
No, he's playing the game right. I mean, that's the same thing I'm going to be doing with my book when it comes out. Is that I'm going to be putting it up on my website for $1.
There you go. you guys, is that like for off of the little your boy Zach doing the whole Jawbreakers Forever or whatever?
I haven't. This is the first I've heard of that.
You've heard of it? Yeah, he sold for the first 24 hours. He sold his Jawbreakers Forever for like $1. But then he had all these tiers set up where you could buy the whole entire backlog of his comic book group or his comic book company. What was the name of that? Splato Comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Splato Delgado.
Yeah, Splato Delgado, right. Yeah, so you could do a whole entire back like the back catalog of that available. So you buy his comic for $1 and then you can go through this whole entire backlog. And and evidently he picked up a lot of first day backers. It was like over $100,000. So just from that. So and that's a $100 each, but I mean for $1 each, but people buying other stuff along the way that was available. But yeah, had a 6-figure day. So I'm like, yeah, but you are aware that he still hasn't put out like Rock and Roll Ninja, hasn't put out the the Jawbreakers supplemental one, which is the guy with a lot of pans or whatever. He hadn't put that one out. I mean, he finally got Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar out. He finally got it out. But for whatever, no comment. Anyway, hello everyone, Age Comics. Hey man,
I thought that he was done. I can't believe he still hasn't finished that Rock and Roll Ninja.
Well, his character, I mean, his artist is Matt Barr.
Yeah.
Matt Barr is already on other projects, so I don't know what the state of that book is.
Pretty sure he's done.
Yeah. Well, Matt works pretty fast. I don't know why we don't have that in our hands yet, but who the hell knows? I heard Zach was moving to New York.
Really?
I mean, yeah, moving to New York from Texas to New York.
I'd like to hear the story on that one because that makes.
Why would anybody want to torture them?
Why would anybody do that?
I don't want to go visit. I don't even want to go visit my mom, and she's in New York. I just don't like the place.
I mean,
I'm moving to New York. I love the crime rates.
Well, I mean, if they actually by some crazy happenstance get their head out of their asses and actually vote Lee Zeldin in, maybe there's a chance of change. But there ain't no way. There's just no way.
New York
they grew up to be like California, like they always wanted.
Honestly. Besides, they've got the election boards are so corrupt up there. I mean, even if the rest of New York votes for Lee Zeldin, New York by itself with all the vote crap that they do is going to swing it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean. There's let's see. There's been golden ages in New York, and the New York City had a golden age. What happened in that New York City golden age? Anybody want to tell me who the mayor was?
Giuliani.
The
mob
right.
got taken down.
Yeah, Rudolph Giuliani. Anybody want to tell me what party Rudolph Giuliani belongs to? Anyone? Yeah. Anyone?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it a golden age, but I would definitely think it's a bump up for sure.
I'm sorry, Times Square was Disney. Okay. Times Square became Disney World.
In return, they took away his lawyer license.
Yeah, they took away his law license, right?
Did they really?
Yeah.
From golden age to golden shower. Welcome to New York City.
Right.
You had to go there. You had to go there.
Yeah, I had to. He just had to. He had to.
That's what I'm here for. That and Pixels got a very buxom, well-armed mermaid on his screen. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's distracting Will pretty much. That's the one. Anyway, here we go. Hojo, that's exercise of stupidity to move from Texas to New York. It just shows you don't care about any kind of financial stability whatsoever.
pretty much.
I don't know what that is all about. I really don't.
I was watching.
Got somebody else popping in here.
One of his videos one day, and he was talking about how he was in the military. And they gave him vaccines in the military, so he went and got his corona vaccine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the logic was so bad that I'm not surprised he's moving to New York.
I don't think logic is anywhere near your boy Zach. You know, I don't think he's been acquainted with logic for quite some time.
Probably.
I don't even like I'm new. I have no idea who that guy is. People kept asking me if I was related to him when I used to have your boy Hojo, and I was like, I have no idea who that guy is. So I got tired of the question, so I dropped it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's kind of like he's like one of the big pillars of that CG was kind of like built on.
Oh yeah, I know.
But yeah, but then he just suddenly just disavowed CG at some point. You know.
Did he?
Yeah, disavowed it.
Yeah,
Round about it was round about the time that he dropped the lawsuit. Actually,
Oh, right.
yeah, it's right after he got the Sylvester Stallone property. He started disavowing CG. Right?
Who's Comicsgate? I never heard of you guys.
I'm not part of Comicsgate. I've never been part of Comicsgate. You know.
Did he disavow, or did he just operate around the edges of CG?
Well,
he kind of doped out quietly.
Yeah.
He didn't say, "I'm not Comicsgate."
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just it's just whatever. I mean, nothing ever like there's no straight lines with him. There's no parallel lines with him. I mean,
He'll change his mind when his next campaign comes out. He'll be Comicsgate again.
Yeah.
Right.
Max Visaggio. I mean, I knew he'd gone around the bend when Max Visaggio, who tortured him, sent her simps after him. You know, actually was behind him trying to get him fired from his job. Doxed him and his family. You know, they harassed his son on Xbox Live. Okay.
Oh, wow.
This chick was behind all of it, right? And then suddenly I'm seeing him like praising her book when she did the Six Gun Kid, but then she like gender swapped the Six Gun Kid.
Did he really though? He praised it.
Oh, it's Stockholm syndrome, bro.
Yeah. This is right after
Really?
the Mark Wade lawsuit. He dropped the Mark Wade lawsuit out of the blue. And I told people, I said, the reason that happened is they bought him off. I guarantee you they bought him off. And now he's gonna like be now he's gonna be like a voice against CG. I guarantee that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you spell MDA?
What's that, Will?
How do you spell MDA?
MDA. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you can say what you want about me. Come at me. I'm a big boy. But if you try to dox me or you come after my family, I will make Liam Neeson look like a kindergartner with kid scissors.
There you go. I will find. I have a very set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. And if you let her go, I won't hunt you. I won't find you.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give you the courtesy of a phone call, pal.
I won't.
That's a great speech, but can you do it sounding like Kermit the Frog?
Oh, you want to hear Kermit? Well, I don't know what it's like being green. I was going to come in with my Giuliani impression, like, well, I don't know what to understand what you guys are talking about. I have the Hunter laptop right here. I have it right here.
Right here.
They didn't want to see it. See, I use motor oil to slick back my hair. They say I look like the Count Dracula, but I don't. That guy, man. I mean, New York. I mean, that was the best thing that ever happened to that city, as far as like, you know, in my lifetime, or since I've been paying attention to, you know, political climates and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
They messed up, man.
Oh yeah. What killed me was 9/11 happened. They were calling him America's mayor, and everybody was just admiring the hell out of him.
Yeah, all that. It had it didn't even last 90 days. Like the American, the fake patriotism, the yellow ribbon around the oak tree. That lasted about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
and it's sad. And nowadays, like what they did to Gina Carano, like I wasn't on social media. I can't tell you if that was right or wrong, but they're so quick to throw the Nazi word around when they don't get their way, or like what's his name, James Clyburn. Say, well, what held you down the same road as Nazi Jim and 1930s, and it was dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up, dude. All you do is gaslight these people all day long and say,
that's what he gets paid for.
They're doing this just to get your vote. Well, what the hell do you think you've been doing for 50 effing years? Why do you think you people never take your claws off of the gavel of power?
No.
Why do you think Strom Thurmond turned 100 in the Senate? It's because power is the most addictive thing in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Crack, heroin, sex, none of it compares, man. None of it.
Well, James Clyburn actually, he said that never, this is a quote from him. He said, never let a good
crisis go to waste.
Crisis go to waste. Yeah. So anytime
and the mayor of Chicago used to say that too, but he stole it from James Clyburn.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what his daughter's first name is?
No idea.
Well, when I tell you,
probably Karen.
No, it's Mignon, as in steak mignon.
Mignon.
Mignon Clyburn.
Mignon.
Yeah.
Minion.
That's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Pretty bizarre. And
just like they name, Precious, Princess, all that stuff, man. It's Mercedes. It's just so dumb.
Oh man.
These people are stupid.
You can always tell a celebrity's kid. Their names are dumb. I think what is her name?
These people are stupid.
Apple.
Yeah, Apple. That was the one I was thinking of. It's exactly the one I was thinking. Why would you name your kid Apple? Seriously.
Oh, it might be short for Apollonia or something like that.
No, it's Apple.
But
it's Apple. It's
Gwyneth
Paltrow's. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's son.
No.
No, it's a daughter named Apple. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was fucking Madonna's kid.
No, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. Same thing. Pretty much the same
thing. Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway.
Another blonde, talentless idiot that has no purpose on this earth other than to pat themselves on the back and make goop about their vagina. Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe Blanket. Remember Blanket?
Blanket. Yeah, who was that? That was
Blanket, you can fly.
That was his nickname. Right?
Get on the train. Come on, man. God.
Age Comic says, what about Elon Musk's last kid? Okay, what's the name?
Yeah, it was like his name. Fuck, I forgot.
Optimus Prime? Did he name it Optimus Prime?
Oh, it was named like Numbers or something like that.
Yeah, Numbers.
Something or other, yeah.
Right. What do they call him? Fibonacci?
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't roll off the tongue like
Is that XAEA12?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you're named after an experimental formula.
Well, I thought it was interesting that Elon Musk tried to play nice with the activists, and here it is. His name is XAE whatever that is XII. I don't even know what that is. It's a formula of some sort.
Yikes.
12. Yeah.
12. Arts and entertainment a 12.
12. Okay.
Well, that's what was written on his test tube.
Right.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
7 was already taken.
Yeah.
I don't know why my Elon Musk impression sounds like I'm Russian, but it's hard. His cadence is hard.
Do you do a lot of impressions?
Yeah.
I can do it quite a bit. Yeah.
Because by the way, I love people that do impressions. I'm stunned.
What do you want to hear?
I do a few. How
about do you Christopher Walken?
Yeah, I do Christopher Walken. I just let you know that I'm going to be the emperor and the next duel in the spice. The spice has got to flow.
The spice.
Come on.
No.
You talk to me that again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Not only do I need the spice, but the spice needs more cowbell. I need some cowbell.
Spice it needs the cowbell.
That's great.
Come on, Joe. Come on.
Space Guild needs to get the cowbell out. It needs a cowbell.
Christopher Walken's easy though, man. Although I'll tell you who's good at impressions that you wouldn't know because he's a sexual predator and he's insane. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, he's very.
I remember he was on SNL one time and he was doing like the Star Wars auditions. He did Walter Matthau like no one's business. He did Christopher Walken. He was like, it's fast for you, old man. It made the Kessel Run in 12 parts. I'm sorry, that sucked.
That's great.
Right. It's good. Hold on a second. I got.
But I'm gonna pop off here, guys. I gotta go vote.
Yeah. All right. Vote red, man. Vote red.
See you, fellas. Well, come on, man. I'm not retarded. I mean, mentally challenged. Whatever.
Are you?
Peace.
Right.
Hey, before you vote, go grocery shopping, gas up your car, pay your bills, and look at your 401k. Then vote.
Yeah. Then go vote. Vote.
For real.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So X is the unknown variable. AE is Elven spelling of AI, love or artificial intelligence. A-12 is precursor to SR-17, our favorite aircraft. No weapons, no defenses, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. And A equals Archangel, my favorite song. I'm a metal rat. So that's what the name means, evidently. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the Christian name is not in his vocabulary, huh?
Probably not. No. But yeah, he tried to play nice with these activists, and then they turn on him. And I'm like, what? What did you expect? What did you absolutely expect, man?
They are never satisfied, and they excel at eating their own.
He did it on purpose, though. It's almost guaranteed. He knew what was going to happen when he went into those conversations.
Well, I'm trying not to have a heart attack before I vote, but thanks for the tip, though. All right. Yeah, but yeah, but then he said that it turns out that the very same people that he was having this meeting with and trying to come to some sort of consensus that they were advertising, they were organizing advertising boycotts. Yep. The very same damn people. Mm-hmm. And suddenly he sees all these advertisers dropping out and they're being encouraged to by the very same people that he met with. And he said, you know what? He's like, he said, I'm just gonna, okay, very well. He said, I tried to find some middle ground with you guys. You won't have one, so that's fine. So I think he's reevaluating that.
Dude, there's been a lot of that going around.
Yeah.
This whole fuck around and find out mentality from people who want to fuck around. And me personally, I mean, I've had it. I've had it. I've been playing nice. I've been nice.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're done. We're done being nice.
Well, that's what AGE said.
Polite,
said he said Elon Musk told people to vote Republican today after talking to those activists. Well, I mean, if you got somebody that's in charge of the platform that you're like, oh, he's going to take all our protections away, and he's meeting with you, and he's like, okay, well, what's a happy medium here, and you spit in his face. I mean, and then what do you expect him to do at that point?
Well, these jackwagons keep destroying livelihoods. They're like, but and then they'll be the same ones to say that words are violence, but after they said, well, it's just we're just talking, it's just words, and it's like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
You know what? There's a thing in the United States, right? And it's a precedent that is upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's called fighting words.
Yeah.
That if you threaten somebody's life, liberty, life or
Yeah.
liberty,
Mm-hmm.
if you threaten that, if you threaten their well-being, you can.
They are allowed to shoot you.
You can't. Well, that's not so much because there is proper but you are allowed to physically defend yourself. The
Yeah.
Supreme Court held this up. In 2007, a case came up to the Supreme Court in a state where it was a duty to flee state,
Mm-hmm.
and the person defended themselves. Not only did it was a duty to flee state, but it was also a state where fighting words wasn't on the books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, the person was justified because the person did make an actual threat.
Mm-hmm.
They threatened them, and it was like that person got the crap kicked out of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people would rather have me shoot them than let me defend myself physically.
Well, here in North Carolina, let me share. There was a guy who was like took his breakup with this lady very poorly, and was like threatening her kids, driving by her house in the middle of the night, sliced her tires, doing the usual stuff that people
Psychopaths do, yes.
Yeah, psychopaths do, right? She walks out on the dock where he was working and pulled a gun out and shot him. And to tell you how hardcore this company that I worked for was, they basically put a blanket over him, called the cops, and told everybody to keep working. And
Wow.
and later on, she was the case was thrown out of the court. So here in North Carolina, you threaten somebody and they shoot you. You get what you get. We are not a right to flee state. We are not a right to flee state.
Duty to flee, yeah.
Yeah.
I despise duty to flee. I despise duty to flee. Like the leftists are still trying to turn California into a duty to flee state. California, people don't know this. California is a stand your ground state.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. I did not know that. I guess all these people getting killed by assailants don't know it either.
Nope.
Well, you can be a stand your ground state. Let's just say you are. But if you go into a courtroom and the judge is corrupt, it doesn't really matter because they can spin anything and twist anything to fuck you over.
Well, they tried. They tried with Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, that was a railroad.
Oh yeah.
I mean that if you wanted to convict somebody that was clear self-defense, that was actually the judge you get. But the prosecution was so bad at their job that even he couldn't give them that case. I mean, even he couldn't do it.
That's an indication to me that the fix is in because they can easily give it to a left-wing judge that will hang him.
That case shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't have proceeded past the moment that the one guy who the self-defense was against said, he only shot me after I pulled the gun.
Yeah, this
as
is
soon
the
as
same
he
thing
said that, the case should have been over. It should have been thrown out.
This is the same thing as Trayvon Martin, and they never should have went to court because they knew it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right. But it's just I think that they gave my opinion is that they gave us a win on purpose because they could have given it to a left wing judge and would have held him, or they give it to the judge that they gave it to. They knew that he would be favorable towards it. And that judge that the case of the guy who ran over people in retaliation from the Kyle Ritter, the Rittenhouse trial, that guy that retaliated by driving through that parade, that judge did her best to give that guy every opportunity. That case shouldn't have made it past the first day.
and he should have been called non compos mentis and given representation after the first day. But she didn't do that because he was obviously not able to. And she argued with him. She argued him openly in court. This guy should have been thrown in contempt after the first day, and she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. And it's like she's trying to give it away, but he was so he was so aggressive, so out of his damn mind and vicious that even she shouldn't softball it, because they both of those cases, both of those judges in Wisconsin were like infamous for being left leaning. Both of them were.
This is how they control the election thing. Like in the last election, they own the judges that are going to hear these cases.
Allegedly,
right? You know, it's like one of those things that people, you know, I think it's pretty common for people at a certain point in their life to go,
yeah.
When they bump up against the justice system, they go, "Whoa, wait, what?" Right. And so if you like, I've never been involved in the justice system, so I've never seen it uphand. But I think that there are people that are, you know, that have bumped into it. They learn it the hardest way.
Yeah. Well,
you never had jury duty?
What's that?
Never had jury duty?
Well, I did, but I got dismissed. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had jury duty. It was hilarious. It was funny. It was really funny.
But even if you have jury duty, the thing is, if you're a defendant in a court, then you really are hyper aware of what's actually happening. And if you're a jury, you're still under the impression this is all fair, right? And even if you see the bullshit being spun, you have to. If you're really at the victim end of it,
yeah,
you're really going to be seeing it. You know,
the trial.
I do
of Alex Jones.
Yeah.
should be held up in the future of trial law as the exact thing not to do for any lawyer or for any judge. That is the worst. That is the worst judge I have ever seen. That's the most slanted, worst judge I've ever heard about. He actually basically gave like instruction to the jury, but when they came back with something that he didn't want to happen, he sent them back out again until he got what he wanted. He held them hostage until they gave him what he wanted.
Yeah,
and I've never seen that happen in court of law. I've never seen.
Well, Alex Jones only owes like $3 trillion. Not a big deal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they went far past what's allowable. Sailor gets federal prison time for trying to impress people by showing pictures he snapped a submarine. Hillary Clinton traffics classified information and nothing. Yeah, it's rigged. Yep. That happened. Yep. Yeah, he was just like, "Hey, this is where I work." Snap. Oh, it's like a classified submarine. Oh, let's put you in jail for a year. Hillary Clinton, like, oh, classified information. What classified information? Please spin it.
That sailor is a good example of what I was describing, right? Yeah. He thinks everything's fair until all of a sudden it comes down on him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people felt that way.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The moment I was naive enough that I actually believed in the justice system till the moment that James Comey looked into the camera and said, we're not going to proceed with any kind of criminal case against Hillary Clinton, even though what she did was bad, even though what she did was illegal, and you better not do it, or we will put criminal charges against you. We're not going to pursue. No prosecutor is going to, proceed with this trial, this case. So we're going to dismiss it.
There's a thing that happens with in like our society where people see that what you just described, and then subconsciously they say to themselves, "I'm going to keep my head down," right? They don't do it deliberately, but they understand this is bullshit, right? And so
I mean, I up to that point, I didn't realize how rigged it was. Up to that point, I mean, that's how naive I am. Okay, but
I think
up to
all
that
of us are like
point,
that.
up to that point.
The thing is, it isn't that we were naive. It's the fact that we were able to have clear eyes to see it. Because if you never wake up from that, you'll vote Democrat your whole life or something, right?
Well, most of them are. And so it wasn't my intent to slap her ass, but it happened. I'm sorry, but it wasn't my intent. Yeah, I did not have sex with that woman.
Right.
Right to the camera of
I
America.
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
It depends on what you consider sex.
Well, here's a fun fact. You look at American history, no impeachment procedure has ever been done in the United States in the interest of justice or the American people. It has always been politically motivated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not one, not damn one.
It was a witch trial.
Yeah. The Democrats went after Andrew Johnson to because he was being too lenient on the South, and basically, that's what the first impeachment trial was over. He was being too lenient, and after that, he let them basically do what they wanted to. The carpetbaggers tore the South apart, and Jim Crow was instituted, all sorts of stuff right after that. But so that was Andrew Johnson, and then they were going to impeach Nixon, but Nixon saw it coming and resigned first, and then Bill Clinton was impeached, and that was the first. That was clear cut. I mean, if any president in American history is going to be impeached and actually stick, it was going to be that one, and it didn't happen. I mean, It was clear cut. I mean,
he had committed adultery while in office, but
lied about it. Lied to the American people.
And perjury. But
perjury.
Once again, just misdemeanors.
Just misdemeanors, right?
Well, you know what the kooky thing about the whole thing is that you probably should have impeached him for something like NAFTA, right?
Yeah.
Instead of something like getting a blowjob in the office.
But then they'd have to impeach. They would have to impeach George Bush Jr. or Sr., who was the one that instituted NAFTA. Anyway, impeachments are political retribution. Area acts in America. I think it's accurate. Both sides use their office for political agendas. Well, I'll tell you this. If they don't impeach, or at least attempt to impeach Biden, then it's dead. They shouldn't impeach anybody. I mean, if they don't at least attempt to impeach him, I mean, goodness gracious. Ken Starr took the low-hanging fruit. Whitewater's where he should have kept sticking his nose. Yeah.
Yep.
Where the people were dying.
Was impeachable.
Where the people were dying. That's where he should have stuck his nose, which is why he didn't. All right. Ola's first-time caller, long-time listener. What's that Doc Chance lady, I think? There's no lady over here. No lady. Except the boobs that, Pixel keeps.
Yeah. We're going. Let's go.
There you go.
Strip club right now.
All right. Anyway.
Oh,
So I'm sorry, file 13, but we pretty much exhausted our hour. Anybody got anything else they want to talk to before we go?
Go lower. Hello.
He's incorrigible.
Hello.
Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom.
Got to stop having these virgins on the cast there.
I'm serious, man.
Seriously.
Seriously, man.
Show it
Seriously.
to me.
Great way.
Shadow Punk owns lots of comics like this. All the pages are stuck together.
Great way to
Stuck
finish.
together. I need new ones.
These new ones. All right. Anyway. Okay.
So blue.
On that note, I think that's a good place to stop for today. All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming and hanging out. I think we talked about a lot of stuff that probably get my channel struck. That's always fun.
Congratulations.
Some things that are happening this week. Tomorrow, Cannabis and Conspiracies at 3:30. Me and Belmont are going to do a show retrospective out of our 20th show. And we're going to go back through our whole entire, lineup and talk about our favorite conspiracies, things that we learned, things that are like we learned that make us nervous. We're also going to talk about, our favorite conspiracy, if we have a favorite conspiracy, if you can call it that. But anyway, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to have fun with that. Then the high stream on Thursday night, Belmont is going to have on Mike Barron and the artist of this lovely lady here, Mermaid Dodson, is going to be on the high stream. That is going to be Thursday night. Also, later on in the week, anybody else want to? I think Creators Outlet's got a couple shows. You want to announce them, sir?
Yeah, every Monday night, 9 p.m., I've got Sean Howe for the Seanzilla Art Show. An art stream last week. He did a pinup piece of Ghost Rider that was killer. You can check that out. Everything's listed in show things. And even the Hangouts there have their own tabs, so you can just hit what you're interested in. This Wednesday, I'm going to be talking to Edwin the Ace about Bloodbone, and also Hojo will be on talking about Mythicals.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Hojo, who was just on here earlier. All right. Now, this Saturday night, the quiz is going to be movie night. And my guest is going to be Age Comics. And I'm sure Shadowpunk is going to show up to defend his crown. So if anybody think they know movies very well, I think they can dethrone the little gentleman down at the corner. Feel free to show up on Saturday. If you're in the chat, I always, if somebody in the chat wants to come on, and if there's more than one, we'll do a drawing or have them choose a number. But we always try to have somebody from the chat come on and be a contestant. Like, Price is Right. Come on down. So, being in the chat on that Saturday night at 7 o'clock also allows for you to possibly be a contestant. So, File 13, think about it, man. So, anyway, so that is going to be Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Anyway, all these things we announced, feel free. All of them are good shows. So click on any one of them. You have a good time. And anyway, that's been Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics, Mr. Tank Ferret down here, and Will from Creators Outlet over there. Other side of him is Belmont Press. And down below him is Shadowpunk. And right here, diagonal to me, is Pixel Trader. And that has been the Hangout. And y'all have a good day. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Tell me what's on your mind.